Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss the third question of day 6 using Java. So the question is to find nth Fibonacci. Here we have to write a function that will return the nth number in the Fibonacci series, and here given that the value of n will be passed to the function as input parameter, and here we can see that the Fibonacci series looks like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5 and so on. That is, the Fibonacci series starts with 0 and 1 and contributes generating the next number as the sum of the previous two numbers. So here we can see that the Fibonacci series starts with 0 and 1. So first Fibonacci number will be 0 and the second will be 1, and after that the third Fibonacci number will be the sum of previous two numbers. So 0 and 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1. That is the third Fibonacci number, and similarly the fourth Fibonacci number will be 2 because the sum of the previous two numbers. So here 1 plus 1 it will give 2, and similarly the fifth Fibonacci number will be 3 because the sum of previous two number is equal to 3, that is 1 plus 2 and so on. So we will write the program for this question on Visual Studio Code. So before I start, please subscribe our channel to get all the questions and solutions of Wipro training. So now let's open Visual Studio Code and press Ctrl N for new tab. At first we will write the program, after that we will see how it works. So initially we have to import some Java packages. So let's write import java.io.star, and the another package is import java.util.star, and now we have to define the class name. So let's give the class name as user main code 3 because this is the third question of day 6. And now by pressing Ctrl S we will save the program, and here our program name should be same as the class name. So here we have to write same as user main code 3 with .java extension, and now we will select all files and let's save. And now we will define the function. So let's write public static int, let's give the function name as nth Fibonacci, and now we will pass one formal argument as an input. So let's write int input 1, and now we will write the condition if input 1 equal to 1. So we will return 0 because we know that the Fibonacci series starts with 0 and 1, and after that else if here if input 1 equal to 2, then we will return 1 because we know that the second Fibonacci number is 1, and after that else if input 1 equal to 3, then we also return 1 because here we can see that the third Fibonacci number will be sum of the previous two number. So here we can see that the 0 plus 1 is equal to 0. So we will return here 1, and else we will return nth Fibonacci of input 1 minus 1 plus nth Fibonacci of input 1 minus 2. It will give the previous two number. And now here we will write the main function. So let's write public static void main, and here we will pass string args, and after that we will declare some variables. So let's write num for number, and we will take another variable as result to store the value of calling function, and here we will create the object of a scanner class. So we have to write scanner sc equal to new scanner, and here we will pass system.in which will represent the keyboard, and after that we will take the message from user to enter the number. So we have to write system.out.println, and here we will write the message to the user. So let's write enter the number, and after that we will read the number from keyboard and store it into the num variable. So we will write num equal to sc dot next int, and now it's time to call the function, and we will store the value of calling function into result variable. So here we can see that our function name is nth Fibonacci. So here we have to write nth Fibonacci, and here we will pass the actual argument, that is number, and now we will print the value. So we have to write system.out.println, and here we will pass the variable result. And now by pressing Ctrl S we will save the program, and now we will go into the drive where we have saved our program. So let's go into the E drive, and in my case I have saved my program in the folder Java programming. And now to run the program we have to write the command javac with file name user main code 3.java and press enter. And now we will write java user main code 3, and here one message has came out, enter the number, and let's take the input 1, and we know that the first Fibonacci number is 0, so it should return 0. So let's check, and here we can see that it returns 0. And let's again run for another input. This time we will take 5 as an input, and we know that the fifth Fibonacci number is 3. So let's check, and here we can see that it returns 3. Now we will see how it works. At first we have defined the function named as nth Fibonacci, and with one formal argument as an input, that is input 1, and now we will pass the value of actual argument which is stored in the num variable. So initially we will take input 1 equal to 4. Suppose we want to find the fourth Fibonacci number. So now we have written the statements, if statement, and we will check the condition if input 1 equal to 1, and here we can see that our input 1 is 4. So this condition will false, and this will again false, and this will again false, and after that we will come on the else part, and here we have written nth Fibonacci input 1 minus 1, and here our input 1 is 4. So 4 minus 1, it will give 3, and here we are again calling the function with passing the actual value 3. So nth Fibonacci of 3, here it will updated to 3. So here we can see that if input 1 equal to 3, then we will return 1. So this will return 1, and after that plus nth Fibonacci of input 1 minus 2. So here input 1 minus 2, initially input 1 is 4, and 4 minus 2, it will give 2, and here we will again call the function with passing the value 2. So this time it will come into this part, and if input 1 equal to 2, we will return again 1. So here it will return 1, and 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and we know that the fourth Fibonacci number is 2. So please do like and share this video and subscribe our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.